What is copywriting? So you may be looking for ways to make money online. You may be looking for a new career path. Maybe you're looking for a way to make $5,000, $10,000 online, and you are coming across this term called copywriting, and you keep hearing about it, and guys are bringing this up. The question is, what is this? The most common thing people think copywriting is when you tell them this on the streets, they think, oh, copyrights, like legal, like something to do with the law and like trademark stuff and like no, that's not copywriting. Today, I'm going to tell you what copywriting is. My name is Brandon Storey. I've been a full-time copywriter since 2019. So for 5 years, I've been making six figures a year as a copywriter. And I'm just going to break it down for you today. I'm going to tell you what copywriting is, how it works, what it looks like, show you real examples of copywriting, and explain how you can turn this into a six-figure business in a year. So what is copywriting? So first and foremost, copywriting is communication, but it's not just a type of communication where you just write something. It's persuasive writing. All copywriting is words that you write that are intended to persuade something and persuade someone to think a certain way, to think a certain idea. And in most cases, what this means in the business world as a copywriter, in the way that you can make money as a copywriter, is persuading people to buy products and services. But at the core root of what copywriting is, it's just persuasion. Copywriting is just sales in the written form, which I'll get to next. So if you think about somebody who is a salesperson, I used to do door-to-door sales before I was a copywriter for a few months. I would knock on people's doors, strangers' doors, and I would sell telecom services. So internet, TV, cell phones, and I would try to convince them to buy this thing and to switch over to the company that I was selling. And so, whether it's a car salesman or someone at an Apple store trying to sell you a new iPhone, copywriting is just like a salesperson, but instead of speaking to someone face-to-face like this, one-on-one to sell something, you are typing words on a computer, writing things out like an ad or an email or something like that, in hopes of persuading someone to buy something. So it's sales in the written form. So instead of speaking to somebody face to face, you can sit at your computer, write some things, send it off, put it in front of people, convince them to buy. And so instead of selling one-to-one, you can sell one-to-many. And it's amazing because you can scale it much easier than sales, which means you can make more money. And especially someone who is like introverted, if you are more shy, if you're not so much of an extroverted people person, copywriting is a great way to still be in sales, but not be super outgoing and have to speak to a bunch of people all day and all that kind of thing. If you're introverted, it's a great way to make money online. So another way to think about copywriting is that it's the idea of instilling an idea from one mind to another. So it's just communication. In copywriting, it is all about the words, but copywriting also takes on more than just the words. And when you think about copywriting as this thing about instilling an idea from one mind to another, whether that's using words or the way words are visually broken down, or maybe even incorporating images or videos and all that, when you think about it as a general concept of just instilling an idea from one mind to another, kind of like Inception, if you've seen the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio, that's kind of what copywriting is as well. And at the end of the day, there's a lot of sleazy online marketing and gurus out there and this and that, and people who are trying to scam people to just like make a quick buck online. But that's not what copywriting is. That's sometimes people taking copywriting and just being a bad person and trying to sell products that don't actually help people. But copywriting at its root, it's all about helping people take action to transform their lives. So copywriting it's about communicating and persuading, but with the hopes and the goal of getting someone to do something, to take action. So this is direct response copywriting. General copywriting is just all about persuasion. And there's lots of ways you can do that. If you've seen Mad Men, then Don Draper, he is a brand advertiser. So he'd come up with taglines and slogans and big campaigns. But there wouldn't always be a call to action. Copywriting today, digital copywriting, it's all about direct response copywriting. So it's all about putting a call to action at the end of your copy in order to get someone to do something now. So whether that is at the end of an email telling someone to click a link to buy a product, whether that is on a website where someone is telling you to sign up to their email list, whether that is a social media post telling you to follow them for more content. Copywriting nowadays is all about getting people to take action and not just to scam them. That's not what it's about. It's about helping someone take the action that they need to transform their lives. And just when you just break it down simply, this is it. It's writing words that sell people on something so they do something. And oftentimes people just need a kick in the pants to do the thing that they actually, it's the thing they need, is you pushing them over the edge and giving them that little bit of a nudge to do something to get the life that they truly want. That's the way I think about copywriting, and it's about helping people's lives and to take action on the thing that they really want. And then they really need deep down inside, but they just need someone to be like, hey, like you should do this. It's going to help you get better and help improve your life. Whether that's buying a product or service or signing up to an email list or following somebody or doing something. Okay, so Gary Halbert, if you dive into the copywriting world, you're going to quickly learn this guy's name. Who is this guy in the black and white photo? His name is Gary Halbert, and he is the all-time greatest copywriter. So he's the GOAT of copywriting. You can think of him like the Michael Jordan of copywriting. So this guy got his claim to fame as like one of the greatest sales letters writers of all time. So what they used to do back in like the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s would be to send what we now know as junk mail, but they would send direct mail to people's homes, thousands of homes, in hopes to sell strangers on a product, whether that's some kind of book or course or physical product. That's what this guy would do. And he has sold the most. He sold hundreds of millions, if not, I think billions potentially. And so Gary Halbert, he said that the written word is the strongest source of power in the entire universe. So what is he saying here? He knows something that most people don't, is that you have the power to move people, to take action. And you know, some people use it for bad, and that's not okay, but you can use this for good, and you can get people to, you know, change their entire lives by persuading them to move and do something. So yeah, if you ever want to know who to follow and what books to read, go check out Gary Halbert. Go check out his sales letters. Go type in Gary Halbert sales letter into Google and you'll see what I mean. Go check out the Boron Letters, which is one of the top copywriting books, the Boron Letters. And you're going to quickly realize, you know, being 5 years into copywriting now myself, this is it's one of the greatest skills you would ever build. And right now I'm going to show you examples of copywriting, and then I'll kind of dive into what you can expect of like going into copywriting, becoming a freelance copywriter, and what that business looks like and what it looks like to do the job. What's the life of a copywriter look like? So I've been doing this for 5 years. I could tell you all about that. But right now, let me show you some copy. So what is copywriting? I'm gonna show you. So this is copywriting. This is the Apple's website. Apple's like one of the biggest companies in the world, and they just released their new Vision Pro. And so this is their virtual reality headset, and this is copywriting. So let me show you right here. You dive into their website, and what are they trying to do? They're trying to sell you to buy the Apple Vision Pro headset. And right here, this is copywriting. Apple Vision Pro seamlessly blends digital content with your physical space, so you can work, watch, relive memories, and connect in ways never before possible. The era of spatial computing is here. Watch the film. So remember how I just said before that the goal of modern copywriting, the copywriting today, is all about getting people to take action. That's direct response copywriting. Apple does this right here. They hype up the product a bit. They give you an overview. They tell you the features. They tell you the benefits. And they kind of they try to give you this overall greater mission and message. The era of spatial computing is here, right? Apple's a mega company. They're always trying to push the envelope, and like they're a market leader. So they're very much mission based down to the core. That's what they're saying here in this line. But look what they say at the bottom. They're not saying buy the product right away. They're saying watch the film. Why? Because this is just a little teaser of copy to try to get you to go even deeper and watch a film. Because the film that they create, which is a film where there's a script behind the film, that script that somebody is speaking out loud through the film is copywriting. Even though somebody is speaking this, somebody had to write the script for that film. So this is copywriting. This call to action, this is a call to action. This is copywriting. If you keep scrolling down the page, they're going to have more copy. Let's see what's next. The Vision Pro. So they just literally have the name of the product. They show off an image. Remember I said it's about communicating an idea from one mind to another? It's not always just about the words. Sometimes it's a visual. Like looking at this thing, it's like, this looks really cool. Looks high tech. And right again, they have another call to action. Take a closer look. So it's all about getting you to move to the next level. If you keep going, they're going to have more copy. Entertainment. So now they're diving into the different aspects of the Apple Vision Pro. Entertainment, the ultimate theater wherever you are. Like, that's a pretty cool one-liner. The ultimate theater wherever you are. So they're clearly telling you what this thing's doing for you. Like, you can have a theater wherever you go. You don't have to go to the movie theater or wait to go at home or whatever. That's pretty sweet. And they're showing you how it's 3D. Really cool. Anyways, they go into more here, more copy, and they have call to action there, buy and whatnot. So this is all copywriting. And let's go into another example. So Amazon, another massive company. Almost everybody uses Amazon. Why? Because they made shopping online the easiest, fastest thing ever. This is copywriting. So this is a Roomba. It's a little vacuum cleaner, robot vacuum cleaner that's automatic. This is copywriting. This title is copywriting. iRobot Roomba robot vacuum, easy to use, powerlifting suction, multi-service cleaner. Blah, 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 blah. Notice how it's kind of like clunky and it doesn't really make much sense. The reason they rate the titles like this is for search engine optimization purposes. So they are stuffing keywords into this title. This is Amazon specific way to write copy. So they want to make sure that people searching for Alexa, it pops up. People searching for self-charging vacuum cleaners pops up. Easy to use, they're putting in keywords that's a benefit. And so this is copy. Right here. So if you scroll down, about this item, this is copywriting. About this item. So just telling people, here's the product and here's how it works and here's the features. But here's the benefits. Navigates your home like a pro. Ready to tackle dirt right out of the box. This is all copywriting. And you'll notice that there's call to actions all throughout. Add to cart or buy now. Another one, add both to cart. So now they're trying to upsell you. Add to cart. And there's even more copywriting below. This video, this is all the words are copywriting. So this is all copywriting. Somebody wrote this. Somebody got paid to write this entire product page for Roomba. And so that is all copywriting. That's another example. So the Apple Vision Pro, Amazon, if you go any Amazon listing, that's copywriting. Even this graphic. Somebody created this graphic. Somebody had to write the copy for this graphic. So the copywriter would have teamed up with a graphic designer, graphic designer, or a copywriter who knows graphic design would have created this whole thing. So that's that. Let's go to another example. Facebook. Okay, so I had actually an ad here. It left. So let's find another one. Sponsored ad. Here we go. This is copywriting. So this is a sponsored ad on Facebook, a Facebook ad. I wish every family had one of these in their home. It would save so many lives. So this is like if there's a fire in your house. This one-liner is copywriting. This one-liner right here is copywriting. I don't know where my face went, but it's gone. This is copy. So this video they have, which is really intense. I don't have the sound off right now, but even this script that this firefighter is saying, this is a script that somebody wrote. That script is copywriting that someone had to write ahead of time. And look, get protected now, 50% off and free shipping, shop now. See how there's a link to take an action? So if somebody wants to be more safe in their home, looks like a pretty interesting product. It's like a little blanket thing. I don't know how it works, but pretty intriguing. This is copywriting. Look at my comments they got, like 1,800 comments. So Facebook ad, that's an example of copywriting. You could be a Facebook ad copywriter. Okay, next. Here we go. Instagram. Hold on a second. This isn't an ad, or is it? So this is a travel influencer, travel creator, Hiro Isa. This is just a random post on Instagram. So she's saying, budget travel guide to Malacca, Malaysia. Best places to visit, Young and Broke, part 27. So she's just sharing her journey. This is her telling you, oh, like you could stay at this place for this much money. Food is this much, pretty cheap. That's awesome. Activities. So she's breaking down like kind of what you can expect from going to Malaysia and how to do it on a budget. So Malacca is one of the best places to visit when you're young on a budget. All prices are in USD. Accommodations, this and this. So she's giving you a breakdown of like this. So this is content right here. But look what happens right here. I spent around $700 on flights, stayed in Southeast Asia for 3 months. They cost me over $200. I recommend you look for flight deals on Hello Going and Jack's Flight Club and track flight prices on Google Flights. So right here, you'll notice this is a content post. This is just social media. It's not an advertisement. But look what she does. She links to 2 different businesses, Hello Going and Jack's Flight Club. So she, pretty good odds, especially with an account her size, pretty good odds. This is actually sponsored, the fact that she mentioned these companies. It's very, very subtle. But you could, so this is the thing, you could be a social media copywriter. So you could write social media posts that are kind of more content focused, but you could have them where, like, this is copywriting technically, because she's promoting businesses very subtly. And I wouldn't doubt she's getting paid to just for mentioning these companies. I recommend you look for flight deals on this place and this place. So it's very subtle, but I bet you she's getting paid. And this is her call to action. I recommend you look for flight deals, boom, 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 after telling you this whole thing. So you could be a copywriter who writes these captions, write the descriptions, writes, makes more content like this with a call to action. She's definitely making big money from doing this. And copywriters can get hired to be the person to write this. So another thing, you're looking for a lawnmower into Google. Don't know where my face went, but anyway, that's me. Looking for a lawnmower in Google. So these are all blog posts. You have like links to Home Depot. Look at this. See how it says sponsored? These are Google ads right here. Best zero-turn mowers of 2024. So this is copywriting right here. Somebody putting this Google ad in here, the title, the description, that's copywriting. They're trying to get you to click on their lawnmower review article. Good Housekeeping, big magazine. They also are doing a sponsored ad to get you to look at their blog post. Savoy Equipment. This is copywriting. This is a Google ad. Outdoor power equipment, view prices, deals, and offers from lawnmowers, chainsaws. So this isn't a blog post. This is going right to a product page of different stuff, including lawnmowers. So someone searching for lawnmowers in Google, this is copywriting on the back end to try to get them to sell their, these guys are trying to get them into the content, which will eventually lead to products and reviews and something. This one's going right to a product page. So somebody had to write this Google ad. That's a copyright. That's a copywriter, Google ad. Another example of copywriting, which is kind of blends content and copywriting. This is a blog post case study that I wrote for one of my clients, beehiiv. And I wrote this case study, How Young Money's list, this is their email list, grew 17 times since switching to beehiiv. The Jack Rain story from 2,000 to 35,000 subscribers on beehiiv. So that's me in the gray. And this is a case study. So this is if a company wants to sell more of their products and do it in a almost in an informational way and a story-based way that's very non-salesy, a case study is a great way to do this. And we go super in depth on this case study. We did a full interview with Jack Rains. We interviewed him. We wrote a post on like his experience switching over to beehiiv and his results. And so this is I wrote this. So this is the copy that I wrote for the client. Young Money is a finance newsletter that provides money, career, and life advice to young people with a twist of humor. So he owns a newsletter and he does it on beehiiv. The challenge: Young Money wanted to fast track its list growth by switching to a platform with passive growth tools. The results: in 1 year, beehiiv helped Young Money by Jack Rains achieve 2,000 to 35,000 subscribers, so 1,750% growth, 54% open rates, uptick in organic traffic, multiple sponsorship deals, and $800 to $850 in revenue per sponsored ad. And so then we go into the breakdown of like, here's his story, here's a video, here's what happened, here's his favorite stuff about beehiiv, here's how beehiiv helped him achieve this result. So this case study is specifically intended to sell beehiiv as the best newsletter platform by showcasing basically a super juicy testimonial result and, you know, a story of one of their clients wrapped up in what is called a case study. And so at the end, you'll see that the call to action is to join beehiiv for free. And there's multiple links to do that throughout the case study. So, and in it, you know, this guy, Jack Rains, even teaches newsletter operators how to improve their newsletter. So this is a kind of a content piece, kind of copywriting, but the end goal is to get people into the product. So this is another, you could be a case study copywriter. Okay, so let's look at email now. Starbucks. So this is copywriting. Starbucks sends marketing emails out. Pick up this duo and earn 35 bonus stars. What does that mean? I don't know. Let's click on it. Oh, get best of everything in the app. Starbucks rewards. So purchase these two and earn 35 stars. So this email, which is much focused on design, is intended to get you to come back into Starbucks and showing that you're going to get extra stars for the reward system by doing so. So this is one kind of email you could do. This is more of a design-focused email. That's one type of email. This is copywriting. Another type of email. This is my own newsletter for that I help with copywriters get to full-time fast. So how to become a better copywriter fast, plus introducing the six-figure copy mastermind. So this is my weekly newsletter that I send out personally. And this is copywriting. So if you notice in this newsletter, I'm actually sharing practical tips. This is kind of like a blog post. So I'm just telling people, here's the answers. You want to start by doing morning power writing sessions. You want to handwrite sales letters. You want to practice a specific type of copy. You want to work on real companies. And that's how you become a better copywriter fast. So these are all the tips. And I go into detail of practical, in-depth advice on how to do that. But if you look at what I do at the end here, I say, P.S., for the first time ever, I'm opening up a group coaching program for August. So then I go into my six-figure copy mastermind, which is a 1-month group coaching accelerator. So I'm actually giving a call to action to buy something here, which is my group coaching for copywriters to get to $5,000, $10,000 a month faster. So I'm pitching my services at the end here, showing off some testimonials of people who I've coached successfully as copywriters. And then I have a link to book a call with me. So that's my call to action. But I wrap this up at the end of a very in-depth, practical content piece. And this is another way to write emails. So this isn't design heavy like the Starbucks one. This is more of a newsletter, but it's still copywriting. So you could be an email copywriter. You could do more design-focused emails, or you could do more newsletter-focused emails like this. Another type of copy. This copywriting is all around you. This is something you got to realize is everything is copywriting. Every kind of communication from any business. It could be a billboard on the side of a highway. This is copywriting. So this is by Craftsman. What a cool billboard. They have the thing, trust in your hands. And this is really creative. They actually designed the whole structure so that the ad isn't just in here. This whole thing is an ad. And it's very, very visual, really interesting. One thing I'll say about this, and billboards especially, they oftentimes aren't telling you to do an action. This is more called brand advertising. So it says, trust in your hands, Craftsman. This is kind of more Don Draper, Mad Men style, and like traditional advertising and copywriting. Not my favorite type, because they're not telling you to take any action right away. They're not saying, go buy Craftsman products, check out our website today. That's what I would do. But just want to show you this example of like every billboard you drive by on the highway, this is copywriting. So McDonald's, it's 2:04, we're open 24 hours. I love that ad. That's great. That's awesome. Anyways, that's copywriting. And even something like a a brochure from like a real estate agent who leaves it at your front door. Somebody made this pamphlet, like physical pamphlets, cards, brochures. This is all copywriting. So a copywriter wrote that. So just to recap, copywriting is simply persuasive writing. It's sales in the written form. It's instilling an idea from one mind to another. It's helping people take action to transform their lives. And it's writing words that sell people on something so they do something. And with copywriting, it is one of the greatest career paths. It is in my opinion, the best, easiest, and fastest way to start making money online and to get to a full-time income online. So if you want to ramp up to $5,000 to $10,000 a month, this is something you could build within a year. There's lots of online business models like e-commerce, drop shipping, TikTok, personal branding, and all these other things that are way harder and they take way longer. I've tried all of it. I've done a personal brand. I've done social media. I've done e-commerce drop shipping. I've tried all these things even before copywriting and after. And I'll tell you right now, copywriting is one of the greatest things because you build up this skill and you can convince people to buy stuff. Business owners will pay you a ton of money if you can convince people to buy their products and services. So you can make a ton as a copywriter. I started copywriting 5 years ago. I landed my first client in 6 weeks. I got to $5,000 a month in month 7. And by month 12, I was making 6 figures per year. So over $100,000 per year in 1 year. So this is one of the best options. If you want more help getting started with copywriting, then subscribe to this video, hit the bell notification, and I got a ton more videos that you can check out. I got a video on how to actually start a copywriting business from scratch and I just distill the whole thing for you. So anyways, this is your in-depth video. This is what is copywriting. This is how you become a copywriter and what it entails. And you could be an ad copywriter, email copywriter, blog post writer, case study writer, like Twitter ghostwriter, script writer, video sales letter. There are so many types of copywriting you can go into. And AI will not be taking over copywriting anytime soon, which is some people's fears. Like, oh, isn't AI everybody just going to use that? It's like, no, AI sucks at writing copy. And AI doesn't understand how to write copy from scratch. And even when it does write copy, someone has to understand whether it's good copy or not. So copywriting, check it out. Check out my other videos. Subscribe, like this video, and hit the bell notification for more in-depth videos on how to become a 6-figure copywriter. Thank you.